Hello! Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. We're actually going to be planting in our front yard, particularly on the boulevard. And I said in previous videos that I would take you along as we start landscaping this area. And what we're using to begin with is our lavender plants. And I've got some beautiful little plants here that I get from Richter's, which is an herb and plant shop in Canada, which does a great job of shipping their plants beautifully in really good condition. And so we're doing like this little swoop in our boulevard because I'd like this to kind of be the centerpiece. And in my mind, there's going to be rocks, big, beautiful rocks, some small pebbles, maybe some or perennial herb plants, things that will make this full so we don't have to rely on watering here. It's all going to be drought resistant varieties. Now this is what my mind sees when I see that as the beginning. So these are a more mature size. Looks kind of boring once those are gone, doesn't it? But that's kind of the vision I had for the swoops of lavender to go through the boulevard. We have two trees, both of which are planted too high, but that's kind of where the city planted them, so we deal with that. But the beauty about lavender is how well it does in a drought condition. Now here we are just look at these beautiful plants. This is how they get delivered from Canada. I mean, I'm in Michigan, which is very close to the Canadian border, but they package their plants beautifully. I will leave their information in the show notes, but they always come in lovely condition. So we're putting a little biotone starting fertilizer in there. We're also shaking in some mycorrhizal fungi, giving it a little water because this, again, if you could see the grass around there, very dry from the summer. We're going to just pop this in, firm it up. And we've got the little, I think I've talked about these little baskets before too. We're going to pin those down on top, mainly for the lawnmowers so they don't mistakenly go over my beautiful little lavender plants. But also if any little bunnies or whatnot like the small tender plants, they will do much better once they grow a bit bigger. So we'll show you one more planting. Now we had put some plugs in earlier, but I could not get enough to fill in my entire swoop, so we are replanting these in our backyard. Now the variety I'm putting in here is phenomenal lavender. It is a little bit more drought, cold, heat tolerant than even some of the most sturdy English lavender varieties. So I'm going with that because I would like something that is a little low maintenance. I have a lot of maintenance to do in my back vegetable garden, so I'd love if our front could just need a little bit of, early season taken care of and late season taken care of. And for most of the summer, color and different textures just begin to happen. And that's really my goal here. And I think this beautiful lavender, which grows 30 inches wide and 30 inches tall. So we're planting these about 24 inches apart. So I think it's going to become a very nice swoop in the middle of this boulevard. I did tell you we're planting by a lot of tree roots. So it's not so much the dirt is hard to deal with here, it's the roots. And again, a lavender will thrive in this kind of condition. They do not like their feet to be really wet, but once they're established, they'll make a tremendous drought-tolerant variety. But look how pretty these are. I mean, these are beautiful plants. Now we are right here at the edge of our street, and I can see that there's a really large truck coming. So I'm going to leave you here, and I'm going to ask you, what are you doing that might be any different this year? But I'd love to hear, even if you're not, how is your garden doing? What have you been up to? How was your August starting off? I love to hear what other people are doing in their gardens. So thank you so much for watching. This is Audrey from Real Food Comes Dirty, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you so much.